wow, we've been coming out here for a long time, and Tyron's been at every one of them. First-round pick of the 2011 draft, two-time first-team All-Pro, two-time second-team, 8-time Pro Bowler, all-decade team for the 2010s. Big 77. Tyron Smith in the house with us here on the tennis courts. And a good afternoon to you, sir. How the heck are you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Doing awesome, man. It's great to see you again. How you feeling? That's what everybody wants to know.
Feeling great.
Yeah. What's that journey been like getting back?
It's just been more of doing those small things and coming in every day, not taking the day off, and just more of getting, staying with the work.
Yeah, so just getting back to the routine. Do you have a clean bill of health? Are we looking at 100% Tyron here for 2023?
Completely 100%.
Man, that is exciting. And how do you feel about being over on the left side? Obviously, being a huge teammate last year, agreeing to go to the right. All the fans loved that you did that. But how much more comfortable are you on the left?
I've been playing there for years. That's my comfortable spot. And as everybody knows, when you come to camp, you got to knock the little tiny rust off and get back in your groove.
Yes, sir.
We're obviously all missing Zack Martin, but what was that experience like, getting to play next to him, a guy you've been teammates with for so long, two future Hall of Famers? It was kind of a joy to see you both next to each other lined up on the right side.
Man, me and Zack have been friends for a long time, and, he's going to do whatever it takes to, make sure I'm on the same page with him, and I'm always going to ask the questions when I was playing on that side, and he made me feel comfortable playing over next to him.
So for those, obviously, that aren't aware or understand the struggles of transitioning from left tackle to right tackle, can you kind of walk us through, what are the differences in technique? What was that like for you?
It's not too much of technique. It's just getting your body right for the different sides, because your body's going to work different muscles being on different sides, so there's more conditioning your body for that side.
How are you enjoying this new offense? And Coach Solari, how different is it, especially from an offensive lineman standpoint, compared to what you've been doing the last few years?
Solari, he's been helping us out as far as technique, and he makes sure everybody's on the same page every day. And he's always willing to get a little extra work, whenever he can, whether it's the beginning of practice or after practice, and make sure we have everything down packed.
So they keep talking about one of the biggest changes, the pass protection. Mm-hmm. The pass protection. Can you give us a window into what that looks like?
It's just a little more technique into it, and we're not sitting there just waiting on the fight.
Ooh, okay.
We're putting it to him. We're attacking.
I like that.
I keep hearing attack. Big plays. How has it been bringing a veteran guy in like a Brandon Cooks, adding some speed to the offense? Have you gotten to chat with him a little bit?
Yeah, honestly, it's only one thing to say about that guy. I just love the way he works. He comes in, he's a very mature guy, and he's great for our room as far as how to do things the right way.
It's Tyron Smith here with us in the Nation. How long did it take you to become that worker? Was that from the jump? Was that born in college? I mean, I know the stories from your childhood and how you were working at a very young age. Has that always been there, or does it take rookies a while to get to that? Is that nature or nurture? What do you think?
It's more of honestly, I'm obsessed with the work and the technique. And as far as it's always, if there's anything new I can learn to help my game out, and I'm just kind of obsessed with it. I love working. And I know the harder I work on the field, the easier the game's going to be for me.
Have you ever seen a great that didn't have that trait?
No. Anybody who's great knows it takes a lot of work to get to that point.
Mozzie, strong beast. We've had him on earlier this week as well, and we were excited to watch him. What did you think about him out there in pads today? And, you're a strong human yourself. How's Mozzie's power compared to some of the other guys you got up against?
Mozzie, he's a tough kid, and he's going to bring a lot of fight to our, to the game. And, as anybody, he's still got things to work on, and, he's going to be a good addition for our team.
And then how big of a pain in the ass is Micah?
Micah, he's going to make sure, he's going to make sure he puts you to work. And I love it because all it's going to do is going to make me better.
He talked about doing the boxing and the hand stuff. Can you tell, is Micah, improved from last year, even better?
You know what, he improves every year, and he gets quicker with his hands. And you got to anticipate where his hands are going to be. And honestly, you just got to do your best to study up that type of guy and know what he's going to bring to the table.
How much longer are you thinking about trying to keep up with these young kids? You got another, 4, 5, 6 years in?
As long as it takes.
Man,
I feel like you still think you are one of those young kids. So, we talked about longest tenured Cowboy, and you're just, man, I can't believe that.
Yeah, you've been around a long time, man.
Yeah, it goes by quick.
This is great. But you came in so young. What were you, 20?
Yeah, I was 20.
When you were drafted? Now, you said as long as it takes. Mm-hmm. What's that? Until we get a Super Bowl? Or
you get a Super Bowl, and then as long as it takes until I feel like I'm done.
Okay, that sounds good. It's Tyron Smith here with you on 105.3 The Fan. Being in California here and being raised here, does this feel like home, or does Texas feel like home now?
Honestly, since I've been in Texas for so long, Cali and Texas are both home for me. I still got my family out here, but in Texas, I got my own family out there, and the Cowboys are family, and so it's just we got 2 homes.
California is known for their tri-tip. Texas known for their brisket.
Mm-hmm.
How would you compare and contrast those two culinary choices?
I don't know. I feel like just Texas got California beat on the barbecue side.
We know how to put that
I do
smoke
say,
on it.
California got the soul food beat on the side.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, California for the soul food. Now, are you still working your barbecue? Are you? Is that still a hobby of yours?
I try, much as I can, when I do have time. But, these kids got you just running around the house. So,
Keeping you busy.
Yeah.
What do you like to do on a day off? We went and saw Oppenheimer as a crew yesterday. We saw Tyler, actually. He was in the same theater we were watching the movie. So, on a day off you get at camp, what do you like to do to kill time?
Honestly, I spend my morning, keep my body right and getting the things I need, and honestly just rest mostly.
Yeah.
How many kids do you have now?
3.
Wow. Boys, girls?
2 boys and 1 girl.
Right on.
I hear the boys. I got girls, and Dawson's got girls
Girl
too.
dads here.
Yeah, a couple of girl dads, but I hear the boys are like from an energy standpoint, like they're tornadoes.
Yeah, and my little girl, she just gives me a hard time. She's just she's a little mean to me, but I love her.
She's the boss. And how old is she?
She's 3.
Oh, wow. So you're chatting at night, and are they like, Daddy, when are you coming home?
Yeah, and just chat whenever I can, yeah.
Yeah, I love that stuff, and it maybe the only downside of coming out to Oxnard is that time away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that time away. Okay, so how important is it to make sure this Cowboys team gets a Super Bowl before you're done? That's what after all of these years, are you starting to feel like a responsibility, or is there an obligation to try to get this done? Where's the Super Bowl rank in your priorities when you approach a season like this?
Of course that's the end goal, but for us, we got to take it one day at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I want to win it with my guys that's on the team now, because I feel like we put in the work for years, and we all deserve to have that trophy, but, it's going to take one step at a time, one play at a time, to get to that point.
Do you feel like this, since 2014, there's been nothing but really good Cowboys teams. Could this one be the best that y'all have had?
Yeah, we just got to know what's in front of us and, get the work done.
You still wearing that leg brace for an arm brace? Or did they get you a customized one yet?
I got 2 braces on the arms now. Yeah.
There you go.
And you can confirm they're a normal human being's knee brace, right?
Converted to an elbow.
It's his elbow brace. Gavin talked about, since 2014, you've been on some really good teams. And I always find it interesting, talking with players in their memory. Like Jaron Kearse knew every single missed tackle he had a year ago. But over the course of your career as a Cowboy, is there a game that stands out to you more than any other, that, for whatever reason it is, positive, negatively?
Honestly, I don't try to think too much on the past. It's more if I think too much of the past, I can't focus on what's going on now. So I don't really think about too much more.
Just live in the moment.
Yeah.
When you get a young buck, strong guy like Mozzie Smith, now I don't know if you know this, but he was #1 on Bruce Feldman's All Freaks list. Is that something that's been made known to you? About him being a physical freak?
You guys don't pay attention to all that media stuff, man. It's honestly, what can this kid bring out there? And he's been, he brings it every day, and he wants to work.
Now, is there because you've probably been the strongest guy on the team since the day you arrived. And when a young guy comes in, he's big chested. He thinks he's the freak. He thinks he's the strong guy. Okay, so is there any weight room?
Put him in his place.
Interactions showing hey, I'm still the big man here.
No, honestly, no. It's more of me, just my pride trying to beat myself every year, and trying to get stronger. So that's all it is.
You keep up with USC still quite a bit?
Just here and there, it's other things I got to focus on nowadays.
You honestly, whenever you do get the spare time, you need to get Lincoln out to your backyard, show him how to cook a real brisket.
Oh my gosh, some of those picks have been bad.
Now, what from a rookie standpoint, what do you remember about your rookie year? Because Mozzie Smith sat down with us and he was claiming he ain't getting up in front of anybody and doing any singing, any talent showing. Is that still a thing? And how much will the veterans press on him to be like, no, Mozzie, rules are rules, bro?
It's not even too bad. We all go through it, and it's all for the team, and just getting up there, being comfortable around your family members, and your teammates are your family.
Yeah.
And there's no reason for you to be comfortable or anything like that. So these kids ain't got no problem with it.
Did you get slapped with that crazy team dinner, or was that after Dez, so you didn't have to worry about that?
That was after Dez,
okay,
so might as well too bad.
That's right. That was the year after.
What did you do your rookie year?
Yes,
for entertainment.
For entertainment, honestly. I'm a guy who has horrible stage fright, and I start sweating and everything, and so One of my teammates that was rookie came on stage with me and sang with me, and it kind of helped it out. So, yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. You had a little duet going.
The other thing I remember from your rookie year is how much D-Ware worked with you.
Yeah.
How much do you work on the opposite side with a guy like Sam Williams or some of these young guys coming in?
You know, for me, I was always in, D-Ware's ear trying to get some work in, and, and I've never seen a guy like that, never played against a guy like that. So for me, it was just more of I was begging for work. And if any of these young guys wants to come get some work after practice, I'm all for it because I love it. And all it is going to make us better.
Tyler Smith seems like kind of that sponge guy. He's always looking to learn and improve. What stood out to you about him, and especially going into year 2?
He's always asking the questions, asking about footwork and technique, and this kid is coming along. He's starting to mature, and you can see it out there.
I'm glad Gavin asked about DeMarcus Ware. He's obviously going into the Hall of Fame. One of our favorites, still comes around in the facility quite a bit. What do you remember about what made D. Ware such a great player?
He was a great leader for our team. And, he kept the room together, and the thing is, he brought every play. He brought so many things at you that you didn't even know what was coming next. But he helped me out in my game and helped me become the player who I am today. He's, I'm proud for where he's at now.
It's Tyron Smith here with you in the GBag Nation. On the other side of 30 now, you're the veteran. I sense wisdom and maybe mindfulness coming. You're not worried about the past. You're staying engaged. Is there stuff off the field that you're using to hone that, or is that just coming to you naturally?
And honestly, it's just coming to me naturally. It's more of, just focus on, for these months that we, get to our end goal, that, just focus on those each day. And so that's where I'm at right now.
How important is kicker in your world? Do kickers count to football players?
Every player in our team counts. It takes all of us to win it.
It was real nice when we had Dan Bailey around here booting him in. We've had anxiety.
Gosh.
We've had anxiety for like 4 or 5 years. Where'd Lieutenant Dan go?
Yeah. Lieutenant Dan?
Yeah. I mean, you guys are working your way to get down there the whole time, maybe even score, and then we're not even kicking an extra point. Do you think it should be more important to this front office to get a player that y'all can rely on back there when y'all have to go, watch him do his thing?
We got a couple guys that's, kicking for us right now, and they're competing at the job, but, they're great at what they're doing right now, So I think they're on a good path right now.
Well, Tyron, you've been on an incredible path your entire time here. We can't thank you enough for joining us once again on the tennis courts. Is there anything else to share with the audience before we let you go?
No, not at all.
You've been texting with Zach. How often is he blowing up your phone a little bit?
No, honestly, I'm letting that man, take care of his own business. That's not our business to worry about, and this is our business to worry about here. Whenever he comes, but, we got to focus on what's going on here, not what he's got going on.
I feel like the offensive line always has great personalities. Who's the funniest guy in the O-line room?
Shoot, man, I had to ask Tyler Smith about that one.
Okay, all right, we will.
Are you the biggest eater on the O-line, or is somebody else?
Oh, no.
Who's the biggest eater?
Honestly, I don't even know. I'll be honest with you, I really don't know.
All right, we got to get some type of the food competition going. I would probably put my money on Tyler. That would just be my guess. But I think Terrence Steele. There's a competitor inside of Terrence Steele.
Young men, they got that metabolism still.
Yeah, they do.
Do you watch the fight on Saturday?
Honestly, no. I planned on watching it, but I end up just staying in the room and just goes it off.
It was
I'm envious
heartbreaking
that you missed it. God, that was rough. Well, thank you, Tyron. Appreciate you. Best of luck. Give him hell with him pulling for you. There he goes, man.